welcome back to Streaming Rainbow. I am your DM for the session, Laura Galliher, and welcome back to Gillyton. We're halfway through, and no one knows what's going on. Not even me. Just
Living
no one.
on a prayer.
Listen, we need to. That's all we have left. So before we get started, let me introduce my players once again back to the table. We have got Sarah as Kaylee. We've got Cameron as Mr. Sunset. Somebody new.
Catching the woe.
Yeah, that is a relevant and on-point reference for nostalgia that doesn't fit this nostalgia. It's great. We have got David as Tez. And once again, we have Jess joining us as Snips the Goblin. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on all the social media. Follow us on TikTok before they ban it. Who knows? It's fine. Like, just enjoy everything while you can.
Okay.
But most importantly, get in the Discord, please. We love to talk to you. And actually, if you get in the Discord, then you have a chance of playing with us on one of our live streams. So please join the conversation. All right. Are we ready to begin?
Yep.
Let's do it. Okay. Last we were all together. We took a little journey over to the bowling alley. Waterloo had a little bit of a dream visit with the woman whose voice kind of kept taking on something that sounded a little bit more like what Waterloo sounded like, or actually somebody else sounded like, and kept basically harassing him into asking, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And he didn't like that. So he decided to go to the fountain and just take a little sippy sip of some cursed water. No big deal. Meanwhile, everybody discussed the dreams that they'd had. Kaylee had another visit with just the person that she really loves seeing all the time. There's no bad feelings whatsoever with Taraf, her asshole of a not real father figure. There's that. And Snips had a lovely little visit with his older brother Snails, just talking about life and undeath and not knowing what demons and devils are.
Wild mom and found families.
It's great. It was really sweet and sad at the same time. Which,
Yeah.
hey, that's the note I'm going for. And so once everyone woke up, they met at the cottage, had their coffee, and all kind of wondered what happened to Waterloo, who turned into a bear and ran out of the cottage, and no one stopped him because I think
it was a very Waterloo Sunset thing to do.
Exhaustion. Yeah. Just like, I haven't had enough caffeine or coffee for this today, so that was a thing. But on the way to the bowling alley / skating rink / arcade / whatever other entertainment you would like to have, they found a changed Waterloo and revealed our new Mr. Sunset, who doesn't remember really anything, but was left a little bit of a shitty message from the previous occupant of his brain. In a true last little fuck you from Waterloo Sunset, saying, I know some things I'm never going to tell you. Fuck off. So, headed to the skating rink, started a little conversation with Kara. Mr. Sunset proceeded to call his familiar back, which was not a cute little chipmunk. It was, in fact, a snake named Ard. Hello, Snake Ard. Snips got to thoroughly enjoy his nachos and red and blue Slurpee. And Sarah got to go on. Sarah is this other person that I like. I don't know. Kaylee got to be a rogue Guys, it's hard sometimes DMing. There's too much happening and it's too chaotic. Kaylee got to go and discover the depths of Dave the Kenku's offices and managed to find quite a bit of information and what looked to be a contract of some sort. But much also found a little figurine that looked like a bird person and I believe like a bracelet, something that looked like a little bracelet or something. Left those items, but did take all the paperwork and is sneaking back up to join everybody else. So we will start there. Kaylee, are you trying to be sneaky still as you walk back up, or are you acting like everything's? Go ahead and roll me stealth just to see how sneaky you can be.
I can be pretty sneaky.
So sneaky.
In this case, I am 24 sneaky.
Amazing. Oh. So you are all deep in conversation when Tez suddenly you feel just a presence at your shoulder.
Is he done yet? I'm talking to Isha. Like, is he? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Can you? Hey, this is the new Waterloo. He's doing a weird thing with his blood and bringing his snake back. I don't know if you can still see the smoke a little bit. I think he's wrapping up soon. Did you find anything in? What's the name again? What's the name of the Kenku's name? I can't remember.
Dave.
Dave. Did you find anything in Dave's office?
Yeah, actually, I procured a few things for us to read. Actually,
love it.
And do you go ahead and put everything out on the table, or
no? The table's got blood on it.
That's true.
It's true.
It does have blood on it. He's just like,
Hey, Kara, can you come clean this up? There's somebody left blood on the table.
You still work here?
I don't think so. I thought I got fired.
I don't think that was ever a formal thing.
All right. Then I'll just go clean it up real quick.
When Ted turns around, I'm going to snap my fingers and cast Prestidigitation.
He's just like, oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, great.
Oh, okay. Now I can put the papers down.
Amazing. And what languages does everybody understand at the table?
Kaylee speaks Common, Deep Speech, and of course, Thieves' Cant.
Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Amazing.
Goblin and Sylvan and Common for me.
Oh my god, you guys can talk in Sylvan.
Yeah,
so
we
cute.
can talk in Sylvan.
Isha also speaks Sylvan. Oh my god, this family is so cute.
Oh my god.
Our family grows.
Mr. Sunset?
I speak, besides Common, Giant and Infernal.
Okay. Are you going to be looking over these documents that are being placed in front of you?
If they want me to.
For everybody, these are all Tez, you having seen the documents pulled from the mayor's office, while you don't understand the writing, you do see one document that looks very familiar, which is kind of meeting that same format as the contract.
Signees and yeah.
Yes. Mr. Sunset, if you are looking at it, you would at least like from a glance would know that you're seeing things written in Infernal, among other things.
It's Infernal, among other things.
Would anybody like to...
Thank
Oh
you,
my
Mr. Sunset.
Oh,
I love it.
Can you read it?
if it's
Yeah.
Infernal, yeah. The other
Yeah.
things I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that,
Well,
Taz?
Let's start.
You okay?
with
Are you
Yeah.
choking on something?
I think
I get you a potion for that.
I think a hot chip went down the wrong pipe.
What is a hot chip?
Okay,
It
Isha leans
sounds like a
forward.
piece of a fire.
Isha, like, she looks at Snips and goes, Can we share some of your food? Is that okay?
Yes, and you
Okay.
see him like meticulously put together a nacho with cheese and a little pickled jalapeno on top and like hand it to him.
She's like, try
Why
it. Yeah,
is
Isha's
that-
like, try this, and you'll
Why
understand.
is it dripping?
Hot chip.
And also not dripping at the same time. It's like frozen.
It is a bizarre magic that will never be explained.
Yeah.
Can I insight check the chip?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Roll for chip.
I'll use one of my new flying horse duck dice.
Would it be a Arcana check or a nature check?
I mean, it is the most unnatural. Nothing is natural about nacho
Yeah.
cheese.
Nothing.
I got a
at all.
16 insight on this nacho cheese chip.
Okay. I mean, listen, insight on a nacho chip. Truly, it is comfort and just nothing, very innocuous comfort food and all these things. But there is a spike of evilness coming from that pickled jalapeno.
I think you also
Woof.
firstly realize it's not your chip.
Well,
Nacho chip.
wow. You
The
know,
dad
if I
jokes.
understood what a nacho was, that would probably be humorous to me. I think I'm okay right now. I think I'm also, and to be fair, a little afraid that if I eat anything here, I'll be trapped here forever. If you catch my drift.
I got real bad news for you, dude.
Snips immediately eats the nacho.
Oh, that was in my hand and I felt you on my fingertips.
Oh, I totally ate it out of your hand. If you were holding that, you no longer are. It's just
Aren't you
gross.
like an adult?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Okay. That was weird.
Not for goblins. We eat off of each other all the time. Do you know what goblins are?
Yeah, why don't
I
you learn
don't.
some cultural grace? All right.
You know,
Mr.
I
Sunset?
appreciate. Was your name's Tez, right?
Supposedly.
Okay, that's a little forceful, son. But I appreciate your candor.
That's my son.
Thank you.
All right. So I'll defend him.
well, I'll try to abide by the culture of the goblins when I interact with you.
Thank you.
It's haste. There is some sort of library or archive of scrolls somewhere in this town, I'm being told by my familiar. Is it okay if we stop by there, and also if I do not wear these clothes anymore?
I think you have to wear some clothes, although that is also arguable because the police in this town, I think, are just too scared to do their job.
I don't know what the police are, but I'm more comfortable in clothing.
Town guards. The town guards are too scared to do their job.
Times Square Guards, fancy town.
Yeah, we go to the library.
Yeah. But do so Mr. Sunset, are you wanting to so basically so the library is talked about. Isha's also like, I don't know what that is. Kara's like, yeah, there's a library. I don't know what's in it. I've never been. Libraries are for losers.
I'm so surprised.
Nerds go there. No way. No way.
Kara, you're not cool. All right.
Ew.
I don't know who made you think that. I don't know. And even in this unreality, you're not a cool person.
Don't care.
All right.
I think you
I
do.
like-
You
Roll an insight check. Anybody who wants to.
Fuck yeah, I'm rolling an inside check.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll deception for the night hag, guys.
I have a -2 and I don't care. I got a natural 20 on the inside check.
hell
I
yeah.
got a natural one.
the most important role of the game.
I got
Um,
22.
22. Okay. Like, yeah, she cares. Especially, yeah, Kaylee, you're like, I have you pegged. Like, I got you. I know.
Yeah, I'm sure your very meticulous aesthetic of a hag is so that nobody takes notice. Because it just screams, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the library.
All right. As you go, Ard the snake is kind of coiled kind of over your shoulders around your neck and does say to you, Mr. Sunset, this isn't where the cottage is where clothes are going to be.
The cottage is the library. What are you talking about? They're different?
They're different. There's two
There are
things.
more places in this town to get knowledge than my cottage?
Yeah. I think, supposedly. I don't know what's in the other one. I know what's in ours.
Do we hear Mr. Sunset talking out loud?
You do not.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a full conversation. You guys like how is everybody feeling about this new like Waterloo is like you're using Waterloo like not shutting up. And now you just got Mr. Sunset.
Tez is
Snip
so
still
happy.
has his feelings hurt that he wouldn't let him hold his hand. That was a core facet of he and Waterloo's relationship.
Fair. Yeah.
Rude.
Now he
Rude.
keeps calling him an adult.
You
Okay.
are.
When have I ever acted like one? Name a time.
How dare you
That's the
insult me
thing.
like
That's
that?
the thing. He's like,
Adult
why are
is
you
a
acting like
side
an adult?
Okay.
Adult is a state of mind. It is not a
It's true.
biological marker.
Yeah.
So I would like for anybody who would like to, because you guys are thinking we're going to the library. So please roll a history or I could argue for survival, like a tracking situation to remember how to get to a library that no one's been to in this.
I am a ranger.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said it.
Guys, I'll show you the way.
I got a
Maybe.
14.
I got a 16.
I got an
For
18.
floor sniffing.
18. There you go. So for a with an 18, you're all heading out, but with that 18, Kaylee, you take a moment and like look around outside of this in this parking lot basically, and you say, all right, it's great. It's over by the high school where the high school is. And so, and that does kind of trigger you to go, that's right. It's connected to that. So you start heading that way. You've got a van if you want to drive in it. It's walkable. Like how do you guys choose to get there if you're going to the library?
Do you want to just hoof it?
Yeah, it's a walking distance. We can just walk.
Awesome. All right.
Do you want to be strapped up, or are you trying to get your steps in today, Snips?
I feel like I should walk for some reason.
Tez gets down on one knee. And gets down on one knee and he puts like an arm. Don't let this new man tell you who you need to be. If you want to.
I'm just like looking at them because we're stopped and we don't know where we're going.
Yeah, it was like a whole.
with his pale skin and his creepy
you
black
want-
horns.
If you want to be strapped into this baby Bjorn as you finish your nachos, you can do that.
Yes, I would like that very much.
All right.
Thank you. And he just like holds his hands up with the nachos and he's ready to get buckled in.
He buckles him
I'm
up.
gonna. Can I turn to Kaylee and mouth the words, "What the fuck"?
Kaylee just shrugs.
Does Snip see that?
What's your passive
Hold on.
passive perception?
Oh, 14.
I mean, you're also being actively picked up and probably worried about your nachos. So, no.
Okay.
I mean, you might like kind of catch the tail end of a glance or the shrug, but I don't think you catch Mr. Sunset's.
Good to know.
Oh no!
Consequences.
This is so funny.
You guys, Waterloo girl boss too close to the sun, and now we have Mr. Sunset. Oh no. Okay. So as you guys are walking, you do Ard does say to you, this isn't the way we go to the cottage. We're going the wrong way.
Okay. Well, seems everybody's pretty gung ho about the library, so it must be important.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
All right.
Can we look up the town there?
If a snake could do those like the Sir Hiss shrug.
You're telling me you've never been there before? You never read anything?
No, you made me serve coffee as a chipmunk in a weird coffee shop.
That's unfortunate. I
Yeah,
apologize.
I appreciate it.
Let's not let that happen again. What's a chipmunk? We start walking.
It like puts the image of a chipmunk. It's like truly it's prey. Like you're like, oh, that sucks. Why did I turn my snake into a
What an asshole.
I'm not nice. Okay. So as you guys keep walking, is there so we got 14 for Snips for passive perception. What's everybody else's passive perception as you guys are walking through town?
8.
13.
8. You're just glad to not be in that fucking van.
I'm doing
17.
my part.
17.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
Oh, this is a different energy and I'm loving it. Okay, so yeah, so Tez, as you're walking, actually Isha kind of nudges you as well, who also has a 17 passive perception, and there's a little bit of that like weird like married couple telepathy that happens of like something's off. And as you look around, you are starting to notice that, again, it is weirdly quiet. Like, there is a feeling of, like, there should be people out, and there's not really as many people out. The rhythm, like, it takes you a moment. Like, everything's been so weird, and this new Mr. Sunset was a little bit of a distraction, but now as you're like being drawn attention's being drawn to it, you are noticing that the rhythm is off. Like this town, as weird as it was and as off as it is and not real, there at least was something normal about it. And that's broken now. You can actually feel that normalcy not there anymore. So, is there anything else you guys want to be doing as you're walking to the library? Again, it's like a couple blocks. It's not really a big thing.
Just whistling a jaunty tune.
Just enjoying being carried like a little king with my nachos.
See, yeah, you're not a child. You're royalty.
I'm royalty.
That's how this is. All right.
Like a tiny little pope.
Yeah, I am a shitty little pope.
All right. As you guys walk up, you do walk past a fairly monolithic building that is the high school. You see in the distance fields like baseball diamond, football field. Again, not a whole lot of noise happening, but this would be kind of during the day, so supposedly people would be inside school at the time. But then you walk past and you walk up to a large 2-story building. It's got columns in the front of it, and a large double doors, like heavy wooden doors that are closed right now. But yeah, this is the library. So you guys head in.
Yes, I'll open the doors grandly and say, "Here you are, the collection of scrolls."
It seems a little small, but it's a good start.
As you walk in, there is you walk into a large open space. The ceiling goes all the way. It is open ceiling, but you see the second story as you can see up to the second story. And then as you walk up to a front desk, it's kind of a circular desk, and there is a little old lady sitting there, white hair, glasses, reading a book. It's not the halfling. She is safely in her house being scared to death of you people. But she looks up and goes, oh, hello.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Mr. Sunset. I'm sorry for my appearance at the moment, but it seems you are proprietor of this house of knowledge. May I bless you for what you keep?
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
She's looking a little confused.
19 plus 4, 23.
This little old lady takes a moment, is a little bit taken aback by the very strange language being used, but says, "Oh, you don't have to. Would you like a library card? Do you have a library card? I don't. Are you the guy with the coffee shop?"
You seem to have a lot of questions. I completely understand. My name is Mr. Sunset. I
was 2
am new.
questions. Is that a lot? Is that too many?
I'm sorry. My friend has a lot to say. Sometimes it.
Oh, hi, Tess.
2 sentences? Is that a lot? Is that too many?
More of an intuition test. I think we could discuss it maybe after I'm done giving pleasantries. But
By the way, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm sorry. I'm a little rattled at the moment. I am a proprietor of I'm like, you can tell that he's like pausing and listening to Ard as Ard like explains what the fuck is happening to him. I am Waterloo of the cottage, the coffee shop. Yes, and I do not believe I have one of these library cards. But it is traditional for me to give a blessing when I walk into a house of study. It is a magical spell, if that's okay.
Sure. You do that. Hold on one moment. She like turns around and she fills out a little thing, and she's like, "Okay, you bring me that, but first here you go." And she puts a little piece of paper on the counter. You just sign this, and that promises that you'll pay any late fines if you're late returning books.
I'm so sorry. Do you mind if
Yes?
I take a few moments to read this over before I sign anything?
Of course.
And I do like to discuss face to face whenever I make and enter into a contract, especially to those who have not taken my blessing as I've entered a space.
Oh, okay, sure.
Would you like the blessing? Now, you seemed a little hesitant. I can leave, and we do not need to make this business deal elsewhere. I do not know how this establishment worked.
I just wasn't sure what a blessing was, but if it's just like a
He's like one of those new age. It's like one of those
Yes.
new age things. You just gotta let him do the thing, you know?
yes. You never know.
You know, the whole
Sometimes
crystals and all
Yeah.
that.
I mean, to be
Bailey has
completely
fully gone
transparent,
behind a bookshelf to laugh.
I'm a practicing hag, and it is. It seems like there is a little confusion at the moment. Do you consent to having a spell cast upon you? Is basically what I am asking.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hex on them and give them disadvantage on Wisdom checks.
Got it.
Okay. And then I'm going to read over the library card and sign it because it
Literally is just like
it's just a library card. Yeah,
it's literally a library card.
Interesting. Is it okay if we change this?
No, we can't change anything. Just make
Okay.
sure you return your books and pay a late fee if you're late.
Okay, I will test this. A fee is a pretty hefty fine, but as long as I'm not charged for viewing it in this, yeah, it seems all put together. And we have the rent of the place.
Yes. Now there is a limit to how many books you can check out at one time. No more than 5 books per person.
You keep saying checked out. Does that mean we can leave the establishment with it?
If you check it out, yes.
And that seems very unsafe. You might want to tighten up your security, but
That's what
I
the
will-
contract's for.
that makes very, very apt, Tez. Thank you very much. You might be
Yeah,
needed in
sure.
my research.
Here's your
Would you be willing
card.
to stay? Thank you very much. Great. I'll see you around. Tess, you seem very astute. Do you want to help me with my? Should only be about 5 hours of research.
I really need to get out of here, so yeah.
Kaylee, go ahead and roll me stealth. I heard that. I heard you running behind a bookshelf to laugh.
No problem. 16.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's distracted. You managed to kind of like tuck behind. Isha sees you go, but it's just like, yeah, I wish I could do the same. This is ridiculous. The librarian motions for you guys to go on in. Feel free. As you guys are looking up and around, you do see little signs that will say like, hey, this is the fiction section. This is nonfiction, histories, all that. And I will say on the first floor, you're seeing a lot of that like nonfiction kids. Like they have a kitty corner too. It's less cursed, but they have one. But anyway, go ahead. Anybody who would like to, I guess, what is everyone wanting to do while you're here in this library?
I'm just gonna give the help action to Waterloo then. Or I guess he probably doesn't need it actually because he's got familiar. Then I'll conduct whatever, I guess, provide another role for that. And use Quotely.
Okay.
For my
Awesome.
help action.
Kaylee, is there anything that you would like to do while you're here?
Kaylee is going to be practicing bibliomancy. What she's going to do is she's going to like close her eyes and wander through the shelves until she finds the one book that she needs. Picks it up, opens it to a random page, and whatever is there is what she needs.
Kaylee is being the forerunner, the inspiration for the female protagonist in a John Green novel. You just need to close your eyes, and the library will tell you what you need.
Okay. I would like, so Mr. Sunset and Tez, go ahead and roll me investigation. And yeah, you can roll that advantage with the help action. Snips, what are you doing? Because right now you're attached to Tez.
I would like to detach myself now that my nachos are finished.
Mhm.
And I am going to. Well, it truly depends on how monitored I am, because if everyone's busy, I'm gonna go exploring.
Go for it.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'd like to walk around the aisles and aisles of books, and if there are any small ones that are pocket sized, I'm putting them in my bag. Any ones that are like any keys, rocks, shiny things, pebbles, food on the floor, crumbs, everything that could be goblin-esque or Snips level loot, he's looking for.
Got it. Okay, roll me investigation.
Okay.
I love
Um,
that Jess plays Snips like my actual child.
Snips is all of our
Exploring.
children.
I'm going exploring.
Snips is an adult man.
Listen.
A
So are
very
you, technically.
educationally and parentally stunted old man.
I like that he responded though. Technically,
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Here's my conundrum, guys. Truly, what kind of role am I going to make Sarah do right now for this shenanigan?
A
Like, it's a mix.
bibliomancy roll.
Yeah.
It's a charisma check. It's a charisma roll.
It is charisma.
Yeah. Put in your feelings. It's just a flat charisma roll.
Listen, let's do
Willpower into the world.
We're gonna do a charisma and a sleight of hand.
A charisma and a sleight of hand.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Bibliomancy, everybody.
Bibliomancy.
It's when your hands meet your heart. Guide me.
All right. Snips, how did you do on your...
I got a 16, and also now that I think about it, pre-chewed gum stuck under tables is on the table.
Yeah,
Literally.
it's
That would
under the.
interest
I think it's
me
under the table.
Under the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Snips, as you wander around, there's not a whole lot. There's a lot of books that are too big for you to kind of squirrel away. You find yourself in kind of like, you kind of make your way to like a study section where there's just rows of tables. Yeah. Gum. So much. Like, you're
Amazing.
walking underneath it and you're like,
Yes.
correct.
Like Buddy the Elf. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you find yourself in a corner that feels very familiar. And you are starting to see like little things. You don't so much see little books, but you see like a basket of toys.
Are there books near this place that have 98% pictures?
Yeah.
That's
For
where
sure.
Snips is going to be.
Very colorful. You find
You cannot read.
You find a ball that's like a knit, like woven. It feels like, it almost feels like it's like a bean bag. It almost feels like a sack that you could like hacky. If I don't know if that,
Yeah.
like, you don't know what
follow.
hacky means, but like, you definitely like, I could hacky this, and I don't know what that is. So you got that. So do you find the most colorful book and settle in?
Oh yeah, I'm sitting with all the toys. The hacky sack is going in my bag, and I have like all of the like. This is a butterfly. This is a cow. Like those books. That's what I got
Amazing.
when I'm flipping through.
Snips is
crisscross applesauce. Just
Snips is in his happy place. Okay, Kaylee, what was your bibliomancy checks?
I would like to first say that I am good both at charisma and sleight of hand, and yet, so
The dice have a story.
on the charisma, I got a 14.
Okay.
On the sleight of hand, I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, not bad. Middling. So here is my first question before I answer this. Do you stay on the first floor or do you go upstairs?
First floor.
Okay, awesome. All right. So as you're making your way through, yeah, you have a real like Inigo Montoya with the sword, like just trying like weaving your way through, trying to find that one little knot hole like in the tree. And you finally just something you feel called to this one bookshelf that you kind of just run into. Like you felt called to it by your face hitting it. And you kind of touch the
Spirits work
spines
in
of these
mysterious
books.
ways. Okay.
Yeah, just you're touching the spines, and there is one book that you're so dexterous with your hands because you have to be, and like so it's like you feel the spines of these books, and one just like catches your attention, and then you grab it and you just flip to a page, just a random page to see
Yeah.
what it is. Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll now to see what nonsense I can come up with. Okay. You look down, and it is this picture, and I can't remember the joke. It was going to be funny, and I can't remember the
Maybe like
joke.
the very hungry caterpillar or something.
Yeah. No, it's not that. I'm going to cut this and make it sound very funny when I do this and edit. Guys, I'm trying to be smart, and it's not good. It's all a lie.
You are very smart, Laura.
I'm not.
Don't let the
Anyway.
haters get you down.
Listen, I was not a science person because you opened a science book and it's a picture, and in it you read the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cells.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Guys, we need to be mitochondria.
You're in a library. Tez and Mr. Sunset, what did you get on your investigations? And what are you looking for? Topics, anyway.
I only got a 16. I'm mostly looking for whatever Mr. Sunset tells me to.
Okay.
I am looking for the history of this town. I want to know everything I can about its creation, its upkeep, and I'm looking for like discrepancies against like the what I learned about what this world is, which is why I'm like using R to help me. I got a natural 20 on my investigation check for a 28 total.
Brilliant. Okay. So great. Okay. So Tez, you're also looking for history of Gillyton. I will say with a natural 20, just because you guys could also would be conferring as well. Not only do you both find the most whitewashed, like, this town was founded in 1835, and one time the president came through and stopped, and that's why this park here is named after said president. That is a true fact about the town I was raised in, guys. Anyway, the trains came through, and so it's a lot of just nothing information, but with a natural 20, it's not matching wrong information. There's discrepancies in what Tez found, and there's discrepancies in what Mr. Sunset found about the same subject. Like it was a different president. Like it was these things. Like these books, and honestly with a natural 20, Mr. Sunset, you kind of get the feeling that if you could reach into a book and find a blank page.
So it's like I've caught up to it. I'm moving
Yeah.
too fast for this illusion to keep up.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could that mean with the natural 20, I guess this is how I should ask this question. With a natural 20, do I think that this illusion is actively being maintained? Like it's not like a passive place that we've been stuck in, but rather there is a caster who is maintaining like concentration on it.
You definitely, I don't, even with a natural 20, I don't think you could
Mhm.
tell if it was like a creature or a being casting it, but it
Got it,
is
got it,
absolutely active. Like it is
got it.
definitely, do you share that feeling with anybody, or you're keeping that to yourself?
In this space where I can see the world actively changing in front of my eyes, I think I'm going to keep it to myself for actually maybe a bit of a reveal. I'm gonna go up to Tez, and I'm gonna ask. I see you're working hard there. Sorry to interrupt. Is it okay if I don't know how to put this gently, talk to you in your mind?
Yeah, go for it. I do it with my snake all the time.
Okay. And then I'm going to speak to you telepathically and kind of just tell you everything that I've found. And kind of give you a warning. Maybe this is not the place to tell people out loud.
Yeah, I dig that. Interesting. If you this kind of, because Tez would know a bit, right, as like a former bounty hunter type, right, adventurer. The whoever the caster is, if it is an individual, would have to be of immense power, or it's got some sort of like elemental engine, some sort of arcane engine that's just kind of running on its own, right? Because I think the idea of an archdevil, even if that's what we're dealing with, spending their own concentration on this spell seems a little banal, right? A little bit of a waste for that kind of thing. So I would imagine more there's something we can like shut off to get it to end.
Some sort of infernal machine?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like I have memories of this kind of thing.
I don't know if there's any
Not
use
this
taking
specifically,
guesses.
but
I don't know if there's any use taking guesses at this moment, but it's good that we have a new piece of information. I think we should get out of here and share
Yeah.
that with everybody.
definitely.
Okay. I do need a change of clothes, please. It has been about 3 hours and I'm starting to smell.
All right.
So
Well, you're in charge, right?
No, nobody's in charge. You're a fully grown man.
Oh, well, I understand. But usually in teams or group situations, there's an appointed leader to make the decision so that things don't get so muddled or chaotic.
Oh yeah, we could do that in combat if we want to do that in combat. But have you heard of democracy?
Combat?
Have you heard of a term? Have you heard of a term called democracy?
No.
It's kind of this thing where everybody just kind of gets to do whatever they want.
And there's
you
no
really-
leaders?
Supposedly there is, but typically no, there's not any real leaders. It's just kind of you just run your own show. It's all about the individual.
Okay,
This
well,
country
Tez,
was founded on.
my individual's very confused in this space, so I'm just going to.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
For
go to the
now,
cottage.
Yes.
Do you feel safe at the cottage to share?
I've never been to the cottage, but I heard it's called a coffee shop. I know
Yeah.
what coffee is, but I
You're
don't know
gonna
what a
love
shop is.
You're gonna
Okay.
love it.
As you guys look around, you see Tez. You peek around and see Snips with his books, and it just in a little corner with kid stuff. Kaylee, is there anything else you look for, or are you looking through the book of like science?
Oh, I've just learned so much about mitochondria right now.
It's great.
Yeah, I've just followed the like trail of nacho cheese and crumbs
Yeah.
to the kitty corner. And NM making Snips empty his pockets. We can't steal from the library. If you want to check it out, we can check these books out.
But what if I didn't take a book?
Snips, your pockets are bulging. You have like 8 books in your pockets. Come on.
And then he like pulls out only the books.
All right. At least put it in your backpack, okay? Just put the other stuff in your backpack.
Okay.
It'll be easier to hide.
Backpack and a baby Bjorn. It's a great pair.
Yeah.
So many layers. Amazing. Okay. So
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles backpack at
it's the
that.
best.
It is.
Plastic. Makes awful noises. Okay. So as you guys head out, you start to hear as you guys head out, you are starting to hear more activity. And you're hearing a bell ringing, and you get the impression that school is done. School is being released. So you are beginning to see the chaos that is a bunch of teenagers
Oh, we gotta get out of here.
just swarming out of a building, truly in the biggest hurry to go.
Is this what you meant by combat?
No, please don't hit the kids.
I'm gonna run away. Actually, is what I was planning to do.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
job.
So you guys head back, find your way to the cottage. Mr. Sunset, you walk in, and you absolutely see like glimmering through, you see aspects of your home. You even see things that are from your home, like a hanging plant and like all these things. But it is like, as you walk in, there is a bar with some strange machinery making some truly heinous noises, and a display with food in it, and there is a dwarf there who is looking very genial and welcoming, and he says, "Oh, you're back. Oh, you look different. Hey, Kaylee."
I'll look around, see who he's talking to.
Yeah. Hi, boss. You good? Yeah. Is he okay? Guys, what happened?
I think for the first time I can answer that question. Yeah, I think he's okay. I think he is. But he's different now. It's like a Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of thing. Remember that movie?
So he's not okay.
No, but he's okay because the bad thing went away. The bad version went away. He's like way more normal now.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. You're still gonna get paid. It's fine.
May I ask a question to the DM?
Yeah.
Where are the spiders?
Roll me perception.
Okay.
What's your name? Gary? Or what do we name the spider?
Bilby.
Bilby.
Yeah.
Good old
It'll
Bill.
be the spider stack.
I got a 12.
With a 12, you do not see Bilby in the main area, but
Okay.
you would remember that Bilby tends to kind of scuttle around in the back stacks where because it was also a bookstore. The cottage is also a bookstore, a bookstore, coffee shop, all these things. So Mr. Sunset, Richard is already handing a drink to Kaylee because he does know her drink order. And says, "You want something to drink, boss?"
Are you my servant?
Ooh, that's
I'm sorry. You're the help of the cottage?
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
In the worst
If you're
terms,
my
yeah.
servant, I release you because
Do you
been
like
tied to
being
this
called a
place.
servant?
I don't like.
I saw a reaction, Richard.
Listen.
You don't
You
have
need
to.
you need to explore that.
You don't have to. You don't have to be one.
Okay.
You're released
You
from your
pay
care.
me. No, but you pay me to
Oh,
work
I
here.
won't be doing that anymore.
Okay. That's
Sorry, I guess you're not being paid anymore. But
You are.
Wow.
I apologize if there's been some inconvenience, but it seems like there are a lot of people here you have not tended to. What
What are you talking about?
have you tended to all of these? Are there people here?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you
Yeah,
tended
they
to
all
all these
have
people's needs? Why are they still here?
it's like people hang out, dude.
Yeah, they stay here and
Once their problems have been solved?
Yeah,
he's not okay.
but it's better. Yeah, but
Is
it's better.
it?
It is.
I don't know. What Tez is doing is he's reassuring me that what I am saying is correct, though you do not seem that what I am saying is correct. But Tez also seems to be reassuring you that I do not know what I'm speaking about.
It's a
So
it's a misunderstanding. Look, right?
if
People
there
don't
is a
come to the cottage
misunderstanding,
necessarily with problems. They come with needs. And one of those needs is community. And so they get to hang out and feel like they're both alone and together at the same time, right? You see them at their own little tables. That's a hallmark of democracy. Is you're within the group, but you get to be like all selfish on your own.
like a guild hall.
Yeah, kind of close. If that makes you feel better about that, yeah.
How do can I do the thing with you again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Doing a thing.
I just like stare into the distance, and Tez, in your mind you hear, I don't like all these people here. I need you to help me get them out of this space. It's very
Alright, look,
dangerous.
Go upstairs.
We can have them one at a time.
Yeah. Go upstairs and change. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just relax. Talk to your
Okay,
snake.
I'm trusting you. You are in charge at this moment until I find my faculties. Where is the out loud? Excuse me, sir. I didn't catch your name.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's Richard. Hi.
Richard, my name is Mr. Sunset. Where is the upstairs? I'm sorry, I can
He's
pay you.
not
I just don't
okay.
have
No.
money, and this is not a task you
You've got
should be
bigger
paid
problems. You've got bigger problems than paying me right now. All right, you're gonna go
for. It seemed like
down
that's where
here
everything
to
went
the
wrong.
right.
Okay.
Listen,
Down to the right.
you're going to hear some scuttling noises. If you hear them really loudly, you've gone too far. You'll see stairs.
Oh yeah,
Stairs. Okay.
Bilby's might be hanging around. It's a full Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man, a Spider-Man. He's a man made of spiders.
Okay.
Don't worry. My grown man son's got it under control.
It's fine. Usually constructs don't bother. They let it. I can deal with magic.
Okay, I'm just letting you know that it's there, though.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's just not. It's not directed at you. It's more the situation.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
you
Just go
see,
splash some water on your face, get changed, do what you need to do.
as
Will
you
do.
go, you see all these truly every turn more upsetting. You do see through the stacks the shadowy form of things that move like a man but aren't a man. You also see the wisp of white hair that is another hag.
Oh, thank God.
Lamenta.
Lament is here. Oh, I love Lament. So
You also see this brightly colored corner, and in it you see all these tiny little creatures that stare at you with unblinking eyes until suddenly one of them blinks and goes, ah!
yeah, you're allowed to stay. And I walk away.
Amazing. Isha looks at Richard and goes, it's probably for the best if you go ahead and close shop for the afternoon.
Yeah, just close it down, Tricky Dicky. We got some business to
Hey,
do.
hey, don't ever call me that again.
Good old -3.
All right.
Don't. Great. Hey, everybody, sorry for Waterloo's being Waterloo and kicking us all out. So everyone out. Let's go.
Yeah, private jazzercise in the coffee shop. Super hygienic.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, Richard starts like closing up some things, kind of helping to usher people out. So, in the time it takes for that all to happen, Mr. Sunset gets to you change. You find a closet full of truly the worst clothes. Just so
Absolutely
wild.
not. No. I'm going to spend some time in here fixing
Yeah.
things.
You're gonna have to.
Tearing things apart, sewing things back together, dyeing things.
I imagine there's a lot
I'm
of
done
like
for the night.
silk kimonos.
So many silk kimonos. You
What
also
that is that a blanket?
you also hear the muffled noise of speaking of a voice just buried. And it sounds very familiar. And
No.
you feel a call. You're like, you were wondering where your spell book was.
Oh, poor buddy. Poor buddy. Where are you?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Art, can you help me look? And then Art
Yeah.
is going to give me the help action. Oh, you left me, don't leave. 25.
25. Perfect. You find your spell book buried just under stuff. And with a 25, you find it with a strange additional spell in it.
Oh?
If I remember from season 1, it was something like create a body or something like that, or perfect body.
What is this? Dillamond, wake up. I flick him.
Yeah, boss.
You see, like, this is like a black leather-bound tome. And normally, like, before I flicked it, it's just like a flush, no writing on it whatsoever. But then the leather starts to like twist and mold, and like you see like abscesses for like eyes and a mouth, and it's very like eerily and creepy, and it's kind of like that tree from Pocahontas. And
Mother Tree?
it starts to
Mother
like
Tree is not
float.
creepy.
Don't you
keep
talk
that
about grandmother?
No.
fucking
It's
tongue
Mother Tree is
behind your
not.
teeth.
She's not creepy at all. That is a good version of whatever the fuck this is, though. I said it's like that, but this is creepy.
I was a little.
No
I was at
hate.
like a 9 there.
No
I'm a little
hate.
defensive
No.
We almost had to
No.
call it, guys.
No. I went to like a bookshop, and there was like a live action like plastic one that moved and talked. It was very soothing. This is not. Like
Not
dust like flies out of his like mouth and eye holes as he speaks, and the words like start as like I open it, like the veneer of like the world changes and the illusion like stops as he is awakened, and all of the text is in like blood or like red colored ink, and from the pages, one of the pages just like rips off in the back and starts to origami fold itself like almost like out of sync with the world completely, and like a paper origami quill starts to like float around the book. Dr. Dillamond, hello? What is this?
a friend wrote in that. It wrote in. She wrote in me. She found me and she wrote in me.
Oh, the other hag, Kara?
No. I don't know who
No.
that is.
Okay, so you don't know people. Got it. Have you met anyone?
No, I've been buried. You know.
Waterloo didn't use you at all?
No, he used a lot of drugs.
Well, I guess. Interesting. Well, come out here. I can find you a space to just. Why don't you just stick with me for now?
Great.
And you can forget whatever was written in you by that hag. She's probably up to no good.
All right.
The quill kind of like the pages like flutter open. The quill turns upside down and just erases it. So
And
mechanically, it can actually do that.
so goes Kaylee's lovely spell. Amazing.
I
Okay,
like
so you're taking time to figure out your space again. Do you come
build a
back
new
down?
outfit. It takes a while. I do think I like tear things apart and like mend things like together. And you see like he comes down out of the stacks, but has like a green like blazer on, like a lot of like jewelry that Waterloo probably had, but maybe it was like Halloween decoration. Like he has made like these like demonic skull cufflinks. He has the only good like black button down like shirt that Waterloo has. On he has like slacks on. These are like very much something Waterloo probably wore to a wedding one time and is never touched again. But it is like prestidigitation and like refurbished, and it has like patches of like dark and interesting like patterns on them, lots of like rings and necklaces and bracelets, and of course circular like dark glasses to hide his very creepy eyes. His hair is all gelled back and cut, so it's like short and manageable but still pretty long, and his fingernails are painted black and they're like claw-like almost at this point.
Amazing. All right.
Rawr.
So as you guys have all heard this truly weird noises coming from upstairs, is there anything else that anyone wants to do or look into or anything while you're waiting for Mr. Sunset to do his thing?
Tez takes a nap.
Got it. Yeah, you didn't sleep. So awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so great. You guys are all here. Mr. Sunset, is there anything now that you are back more into yourself? Is there anything else that you need to do here?
Kind of like shake off whatever was left of Waterloo, walk down the stairs. So I talked to Tez a little bit about this, but it seems like there is something holding us here, something creating the world around us. We know we're in the 4th level of hell, and for some reason only a few of us are able to remember our past lives, and to others that is completely abjured and is constantly interfered with. Am I missing anything? Oh, and the hell portal.
And the forgetting fountain. Don't forget the forgetting fountain.
The water from the river Styx.
Yeah.
Which is primarily, I think, in the Avernus, correct? Or like leading to. So I wonder how the water got down here.
If you would like to roll any kind of intelligence check, you are free to do that.
I would like to roll an Arcana check.
Go for it, yeah.
I think it's just a flat 19, if I remember right. Yep, 19.
Okay, awesome. So is that in relation to the information that was just put forward as far as...
I assumed it was Arcana of like the layers of hell, whatever little background he would have known about that kind of thing, like where Styx would be located versus the 4th layer or whatever, Avernus and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of I would say you don't have a whole lot of experience with the Nine Hells. It is it kind of wanders through. There is some that say that it actually goes through the 5th layer, and of Stygia. But I think the big thing is not necessarily that it's of the Hells, but the big thing is like you knew the properties of it and how it affects things. So that's mostly what your knowledge is of.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it
would
wouldn't be
know
like first-hand knowledge, right? It would just be like something he's read in like some sort of
anecdotal,
fucking
yeah,
monster book or whatever
exactly.
about hunting.
You
some, like,
would know that it
human.
is weird, that you would know that it is odd that it is appearing in a different level, because famously the different levels don't get along great. So there is that.
Are the books here the same? Like, have they been affected the same as the books in the library?
Roll Arcana.
Okay. So as I like get this thought, I look to Issa, right? That's her name?
Isha.
Isha. I look to
Isha.
Isha. You seem to be of a very particularly helpful nature. Would you mind saying a blessing or something while I look?
Well, yes. I don't know. Yeah, and she does guidance, so she does give you some guidance.
Okay.
I'll whistle you
and
a
then
tune and give you bardic inspiration.
Woohoo!
what? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness!
Listen,
And
Waterloo
then,
Sunset didn't need it. Mr. Sunset, he gets bardic inspiration.
oh, that is so sweet of you. Oh, very good at that. And then Ard is going to telepathically communicate to me, like, kind of discern what is like this world and that world, and give me that action. Oh boy, did I need it. 26.
Okay, with a 26. I would say that you do find books. You're like, okay, these are my books. Okay, this is where it should be. But I think if you kind of peek through a few, you do see a little bit of Gillyton creeping in, depending on the book.
Like the Infernal books.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn. God damn it. Well, this is very concerning and something I would like to remedy as quickly as possible, because whatever this place is has stolen my life's work. Multiple life's work.
Now we're on the same page. So I think one of the things I'm dealt with more of the material plane, but I do know that devils don't like their shit taken away and don't typically get along with their neighbors. So if this river isn't supposed to be here, or there's water that isn't supposed to be here, if we can contact outside, or when we get outside, there might be a way to leverage that kind of thing.
Have you contacted outside before?
Yes. A baby man? I think it's just a little boy. And he looked like a normal little boy, came and talked to us and made my wife come to life. She was a statue.
Can you tell me more specifics?
That's pretty much it, dude. That's it.
Okay.
There
I
was
get
a
that.
small child that came into this world. He's apparently from the outside and plays with us.
Is Zip still in the baby Bjorn on Tez's chest?
If he wants to be.
Okay. Then yes.
Climbs up. Gets
Climbs
so
up
much
into
further.
Back
speed
into it.
between two of them. May I interject for a moment?
I need to be
No,
at eye level with you guys.
Yeah,
Of course,
exactly.
of course, Snips.
Snips just goes, so I know that baby man has a mom because he's talked about a mom and he's talked about this place like almost like a playroom type thing, and his mom is really strict and doesn't like him playing with us. But I've never seen his mom, but I bartered with baby man and brought Tez back to life. I
You-
gave him a toy.
Yeah, my
oh
Game
my
Boy.
goodness. Oh
Yeah.
my god. How was he? You said he was brought here. Now that is very specific. How was he brought here the first time?
Just kind of like a prayer, kind of like a "Hey,
Yeah.
baby man."
I asked him.
I'm beginning to think that's not correct. Did you give him something to come here?
Yes, an offering.
You made
of
an
chips.
exchange with an entity so that he was able to come onto this plane?
I would
Yes.
like for somebody that is not Mr. Sunset to roll a history check.
Me
please.
too. I want to do that.
Natural 20. It was chips, right? I thought it was chips.
It was the thing that brought the child into Gillyton was Waterloo Sunset.
Mm.
Oh, you're right. He did barter with him and told him to come visit.
Come to my house.
Come to my house.
He was welcomed into the cottage?
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
Fuck it, all the high nine hells. Okay, I'm gonna run into the stacks because if this entity has latched onto this place, hopefully there will be knowledge about it that can't be erased here.
Does somebody know like a locate object spell?
Oh, not now. Maybe later.
I don't.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing I would usually just like hire somebody for if I needed.
Also, nobody
that
go
either.
dying on me because I only know detect magic today.
Ooh.
Oops.
Or no, dispel magic was what it was. I have to sleep before I can revive people again.
Can I do
Yeah.
something? Can I do something a little weird? Can I
Certainly try.
spend a packed warlock spell slot
Mhm.
to cast detect magic, but look for like specifically other planar magic, like not like one of the schools of magic?
Yes. But I will need you to roll for it, and it's going to be a high
Okay.
DC.
I looked at Isha. Hey, I'm gonna do something pretty wild. Could you help me?
Listen,
Don't ever look at my wife and say I'm gonna do something pretty wild,
I
all right?
appreciate I appreciate you standing up for me. You are actually
Standing up.
being helpful now.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. The person I met before you arrived was truly the most combative and least helpful person I've ever met in my life, and I did not understand them. So I will absolutely help you. And she rests a hand on your arm and casts guidance on you.
Thank you. I actually didn't use the Bardic Inspiration last roll, so is it okay if I use it on this roll?
Yeah.
So,
I'm not going to let Kaylee guidance Bardic Inspiration go to waste.
I'm here for this. Oh, I got a fucking 3 on the dice, but a 6 on the Bardic, and a 2 on the Guidance. Okay, so 8 plus 3 is 11, 17, 19. I got a 19.
You don't see anything specific. You see a lot of magic, but you for whatever reason, like again, you're still a little bit discombobulated, and you're having a hard time getting your bearing, and you can't just. You're having a hard time like zeroing in on exactly what you're looking for.
Okay. Strange. That's something. That's more knowledge that we have.
Do you think
Add
it's
it
worth
to the fucking
taking
pile.
the new Waterloo to the door?
I don't know what it would tell. Mr. Sunset, what do you think?
We found an infernal door. Then there was a mirage behind it for like a second. It looked like it was maybe something else. And then it turned into a utility closet. And you very clearly found something. And that was what started the whole impetus of a pretty wild afternoon, if we're being honest. But that's when you were all... Remember when I was like, you'll never get the answers. I locked them away forever. I don't want to go home. That was that whole thing. That what started that was the devil door, or as my grown man son likes to call it, egg fart door.
The egg fart demon door, yeah. You wait till you smell it, you'll know.
Is your face okay? Are you?
I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about everything that has been happening today, and it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yep.
There's so much
Now
that
imagine
you all have
a
been
wild
through.
satyr trying to stop you from putting it together, and just generally insulting you, and I don't know. You know what I mean?
Kind of sexually harassing.
A little bit, like very
little
like edgy, like it's like really skirting the line of sexual harassment.
Luckily, never to Snips.
That was Kara.
That was Kara.
What? Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, she's a night hag.
These other people that you've murdered in town.
No. Let's be clear. You're the only person who's murdered in this group.
What about the guy you
someone
smashed?
unconscious, and you smashed their head. You were a white horse,
Fair enough.
and you smashed their head into pulp.
Okay, I do understand that we did share. The same body has shared
Sure,
two
the physical
different
body.
consciousnesses.
Yeah.
I would definitely prefer it if we refer to his actions as Waterloo did.
All right.
I do understand the hesitation and and that you might be at this moment be speaking to the being controlling me behind my eyes, but me personally,
Mr.
it feels
Sunset, you take 1 point
uncomfortable.
of psychic damage.
You're too meta. Yeah, whatever you need to do to sleep at night, Mr. Sunset. The body you inhabit committed a lot of murder. Some would say a murdering spree. Yeah.
Okay. Well, these people that I murdered, fine. They made some sort of contract as well, correct?
Some of them.
Seems like.
Other ones were just passive bystanders that you decided to terrorize.
Tez, roll me insight, please.
Oh shit! God damn it! That's gone forever now. Bye, dice. You did well.
Goodbye forever.
This is why I bought a dice tray, and I'm not using it because I'm smart. Insight, you said?
Please, yes.
That is a 18.
18. You know for sure that you've only seen
Yeah.
2 contracts. You have your
Suspicions.
You have your
right?
suspicions about the sheriff.
The sheriff.
But everybody else, you
Yeah.
do not know one way or the other. There's no way for you to know.
All right. The 2 contracts we've seen are Mayor Ard. That's the one whose brain you turned into cheeseburger. Meat, like hamburger patty meat. And then Dave the Kenku, who our wonderful Kaylee did so well in, and I think Kaylee, you said you saw things that were similar to Mayor Ard's keepsakes, right? Some sort of like little figurine or something like that.
Yeah, it was crude, but it was there.
And then what about the
sheriff? We have suspicions that he was involved somehow, but we were not able to get any we haven't seen a contract or concrete evidence.
Okay, and then this Lisa woman.
Oh yeah, she just said the spiders were talking to her or something, right? Or she had like whispers in the like something.
Lisa
Is it a mirror?
remembered.
Yeah, she had that mirror.
Lisa had the mirror,
that's
which
what it was. And that's where we found the spiders.
Big. This is not a big spoilers. If you haven't watched season 1, please watch it. Why are you? I mean, thank you for being here, but the mirror was the person talking through the mirror was Kara.
That's right.
Was the night hack.
That was the hack.
And Kara is also obviously awakened to both sides of it, and did the shitty thing of awakening Lisa and saying, "Hey, this is all a lie. I can, if you do these things for me, I can get you out."
Yeah,
just pull up lying.
Yeah, if you see a woman running around with terrible bangs, I didn't murder her, but gave her a fate worse than death, probably, with that haircut. And
social death, understandable.
Yeah, but they didn't have a similar situation. They were tricked by the other hag in town. I guess there's 3 of you now running around. Yeah,
3 of us.
Didn't you say there was another hag in the store?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a ghost. She's
ghost hag doesn't have
count. Ghost hag doesn't count. No, undead, not fae. And then one more thing, right? There was something else, something that also doesn't quite connect. It feels like we have multiple different mysteries going on. Who sent that? Who awakened us?
Yeah. Agreed.
Wasn't it that cat?
It was.
Yeah.
And this cat is...
I don't know, it's just a cat.
It was a fairy cat. I remember it talked to me in the bushes.
So it was a fake.
It talked to you?
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it talked to me. It talks in Sylvan. That's how I could understand it when it was telling me that I needed to find you guys.
Interesting.
I haven't seen it yet, though. I think the last time I saw it was when Waterloo crashed the car into the sheriff's office.
What's a car and what's a sheriff's office?
It's where the police cars are,
and
there was
Art told me. Look, there's a lot of new things. The thing that we rode in, I thought you said it was a van.
That is a van. It's the one we
all
explained.
Vans
like
are cars, but not all cars are vans. Does that make sense?
I
didn't make sense. It's like basic geometry. I get it.
Yeah, cool.
So this cat, this fey entity, that was the thing that awakened us. Where is it now?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Can we get in touch with it? Did we ask it any questions?
Well, it just told me that I needed to find my friends. But yeah, I mean, hey, we can try to talk to it.
Does it seem, well, first of all, is it benevolent? Is it on our side?
It seemed friendly enough to me.
What did it tell you about itself? Anything? Any
Nothing about
instructions?
Itself, no.
Any reason that it woke us up specifically?
It just told me that I had people here that were lost and I needed to go talk to them.
Needed to go talk to them.
Sweet.
What about the rest of you?
I don't remember the cat.
Yeah, the cat definitely had conversations with Snips. Kaylee had some really cute cat time. It licked your nose or something. It was and then you were awakened. Tez, you just remember this cat being fucking weird.
Yeah, I was throwing the trash out, and this cat was being kind of mean to me. But Everything's kind of mean to me here.
Not
before.
as mean as it was to Waterloo. Let's be clear.
That's
Listen.
true.
That cat hated Waterloo.
That cat fucking.
It was mutual.
Yeah, it was mutual.
Listen, that cat was just matching energy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that cat was what awakened me. Wow. What a day. Snips. I apologize. We never asked you if you knew anything important. I think we just kind of overlooked your involvement, and was not cool of us.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know I did anything important, so it's fine.
Once again, he gets down on one knee.
You're baby Bjorn. You don't have to.
Yeah. You just look down.
He unattaches him from the baby Bjorn. You do something important every day, Snip. And he gives him a hug.
And Jess, as he gives him a hug, Snips when he pulls back around, he's holding the hacky sack in his hands.
Jesus Christ.
And he just goes,
I found it at the book place.
Yeah, you stole it.
The lady didn't know. It's only
That's-
stealing if they find out that it's stealing.
That's not true. That's
Ooh,
in fact mostly what makes it stealing.
That's
That
a
people-
really interesting way of looking at things.
Haley, don't encourage this.
It's only stealing if they tell you it's stealing.
Can I get some help here?
I don't.
We have 2 kids now.
I don't understand how
The
this
family
world
post.
works. And listen, I think that he found it fair and square. So
You're not helping either.
I'm not. No, I am with Mr. Sunset. This place is a lot, and I've
All
been
right,
here a
all right.
week. Anyway, okay, that's a lot. Okay, so where did you maybe try to find that fairy cat? I don't know. Have you tried, Snips? Have you tried talking to the child?
The last time I talked to Baby Man, he said that he wasn't allowed to talk to me anymore. His mom said.
Are you sure it's a baby man?
He's a little boy.
Are
I
you
call
sure?
him Baby Man because, well, look at me.
Yeah.
Did you ask him his pronouns?
No.
What are pronouns?
What are pronouns?
Pronouns are the way that we describe each other when we don't want to say our names, or we're talking to each other in a different. Some describe it as a person, 1, 2, and 3, but you seem to zoned out.
I'm Snips.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Snips. Mr. Sunset.
and then he goes to shake his hand and then stops.
I faintly, he's looking off into the distance, thinking about 12 other things as he's shaking Snips' hand. Doesn't realize he's stopping. It's like keeping keeping going forward and trips a little bit. I'm thinking Snips is what are the 9 levels of hell? Ariel is number 1 and number 2. Bell 4 and number 4. He had a
Teach
daughter.
children
right?
in Hell Elementary School.
It's just a little
What was your life like?
very lonely and quiet. Lots of time to talk to my books and art. There was what was her name? God damn it! This princess in the 4th level of hell. It's escaping me at this point, but there's tale of the archdevil of the 4th level. That rhymes. The archdevil of the 4th level has a daughter.
I think it only rhymes because of your inflection, though.
Maybe it's called a slant rhyme, I believe.
A slang?
Slant.
A slant rhyme.
A slant rhyme.
All right, LA.
Chill, bro.
A
But I
slant
don't know. It would make sense if we're in the 4th level of hell that instead of a baby
maybe this is like the
man.
grandchild of.
Oh,
Right,
maybe. It may
Maybe
be.
this
Yeah.
this was the
Well,
gift to the daughter and the grandbaby boy.
Oh.
He didn't look like a devil.
He was
Well,
very
devils
nice
rarely
to
look
me.
like we don't look like we're in hell.
That's true.
Also, something else about Kara's real bugging me.
What's that?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
There's many things about Kara that should really bother everybody.
I apologize for that. I've completely lost track of where we were because my son asked me how many tacos I want for dinner.
Listen,
How many tacos do you want for
prioritize.
dinner, guys?
Yeah,
I need
Jess,
you
how
to
many
let me
tacos?
know.
It's white people taco night in our house. We use
I'm
turkey
so sorry.
meat, and we do the lettuce shaved
Mhm.
and
Oh.
tomatoes and cheddar cheese.
Very
And a
important.
hard shell?
Yes.
We actually actively call it white people taco night.
Correct.
That's
That is.
what it is.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
term.
sometimes you just need shitty Chinese food. Like I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. Anyways, Ish, what happened? I'm sorry, I zoned out. I'm just remembering our other life.
Just thinking about it. I don't know. We were talking about the 9. He was singing a pneumatic about 9 layers of hell, and the daughter and the
grandchild.
grand.
Maybe it was
Yeah,
the grandchild. So we got a couple leads. We could try to bring baby man back, who's I think just a child. We could find the
No.
cat, or we could go back and shake down that grandma that Kaylee almost murdered.
There's actually something that doesn't really fit. It's two pieces of the puzzle that are very, very closely connected, at least in my mind, and yet seem to be disjointed. There are two. Thank you for asking, Kaylee. There are two entities besides myself and the undead, not Fae. Two entities from the realm of Fae, or at least we assume that they're from the realm of Fae creatures who
Technically
occupy
three.
this. Okay, well, besides me, that occupy this space. That I could Snips as well. If we're talking about goblinoids, but
Oh no, 4 then, because Isha is an Eladrin.
oh, okay, okay. Well, we're getting into the weeds of it. Two of them can awaken other beings in this space. Kara has awakened Lisa, and this Fae cat has awakened all of us. Now, we have assumed that these two are two separate entities, or at least they work separately. But now Kara has aligned herself with us, so it seems all of us entities are kind of in bed together. But what we're missing between them is a connection. And we don't know a lot about this Kara, and she says she's going to help us, but where is she?
Yeah, I think what's most important is we just kind of need to do something.
I'm sorry, I think Kaylee was saying something.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Kaylee.
Oh, I just said she's at the roller rink.
Yeah, we just left her, remember? And you were like, "I'm sweaty. I need to change."
Why don't we bring her along with us?
I think she's working.
She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Isha speaks up. She's like, to be honest, I think she says she can be helpful. We love it. Time to edit the child.
How many tacos?
Hi, Dad. I'm going to be on the internet in my underwear.
Okay, I think we could start back from. She says she can be helpful.
I fucking love kids. How many tacos? Anyway, yeah. She says she wants to be helpful, but I don't get the impression she actually wants to be that helpful, because she was there. She was with us when Waterloo went a little bit crazy as a horse. And then she left.
Mm-hmm.
she's a night hag, I believe, and if Mr. Sunset, you would probably know more than I do. You're obviously much more educated than I am in this way, but aren't night hags a little bit connected with devils?
Mm-hmm. Yup. Very specifically, but though them night hags, especially the fiendish type, usually draw their power from another source. A source that is of constant power. Usually I keep it on them. Sometimes I hide it.
Yeah. Oh, yes. No, the only reason I brought that up is because as soon as it kind of really came out that the Hells were involved, she kind of ran.
Oh.
So I get the
Interesting.
impression she wants to be helpful, but like not.
You get the impression that there might be something more for her to lose if we find out.
Or she's
Fiends are
scared.
involved.
Or she's scared. One
She's
of the two.
scared of the thing, or she's scared that. I think maybe we don't know enough and we should talk to her.
I agree. I agree we don't know enough. That is absolutely
We
for
gotta
sure.
get out of this fucking room.
I'm gonna roll insight for Ishava.
I would like to give her the help action.
Amazing, because that she rolled 2. So let's try that again, shall we?
You got.
I
you got
remind her
this,
she
babe.
has guidance. It's like, don't forget to bless yourself. You're a being of nature.
That was so cocked. Okay. You're a being of nature. Okay. Oh, she knows it.
Guidance.
She's not great. Okay. Listen, she's not insightful right now. She's also confused and discombobulated. But yeah, I think that I get the impression that she's as trapped as we are. Because if she wasn't, why would she be here at this point? Why would she make a deal with anybody?
That's a real interesting point you bring up, babe. Let me think about it. I would like to roll an insight check.
I mean, there is.
She's like,
that
don't
is a
call me
good
babe in front of
point.
people. I don't like it.
I'm sorry, mi vida. She gave me guidance.
Yeah.
It's a D4, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, a 4. So 17 plus 4 plus 7, 28.
28. Again, you remembering back a week ago when Kaylee shot this person. This is somebody who you absolutely are looking at, somebody who is going to act very cool and very like they don't care, but like she's stuck. Like she's like, yeah, let's work together. Like this is boring. Like let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think she's a part of it. I think I mean we can, don't get me wrong, sure, Karen might lead to something. I think the cat is our best material hope of an unexplored avenue.
It's fair. I would say that is a little bit inaccessible at the moment. And maybe we go talk to Kara because she's hiding something and we know where she is.
All right. Let's do
Awesome.
it.
Okay.
We were just here, but
You had to change. Listen, it's all
yeah, I had to change. I'll
right.
bust in slow motion, looking fly as hell.
amazing. So you guys are heading back over the roller rink. Are we all on board there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. As you go, with a 17 passive perception, Tez, you start hearing what sounds like the steps of hoof steps. You're hearing what sounds like a horse.
A gallop.
It's definitely not. It's not quite a gallop, but it's definitely a trot coming towards you guys. And as you look up, you see a
Oh, you
big,
fucking
muscular
piece of
guy.
shit.
a little bit of like if a centaur can have dad bod, he's got it like he's developing a little bit of it. He's wearing a hoodie with a Gillyton gelatinous cubes like mascot on it, and you see trotting up, looking pissed, right at Tez, and goes, "You motherfucker!"
Hey, aren't there some teenage kids to harass somewhere?
And as you say that, you see these kind of like drone-ish, like big, like overweight kids, almost like it's like track, but for the big kids coming after. And that is where we're gonna stop.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Like a
that's what you meant by
shot
combat.
putter and discus players.
You're gonna find out. So join us
What the
next week
heck?
when 6 sessions into this 8-session campaign, we're gonna have our first battle.
That is a very Laura.
We can do
Laura-
it. We can do it.
We
We'll
can
beat
do
the
it.
Hey guys, we were having psychic combat with Waterloo. That was
Oh,
what the
yeah.
first
Yeah,
That was the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
adventure.
That was combat. There was initiative roll. That guy's head got splatted.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that was combat.
We got it, guys. So join us next week to see what the fuck is up with this centaur. Yeah, so we will see you next
He's dead.
week. He's
That's
By
dead.
the time he has the powerhouse
He's
to
dead.
sell.
He's so dead. Goodbye.